Greetings. I just wanted to share a few thoughts with you, and I haven't put out a video in this class, which I usually like to do every so often, just to let you know that A, I'm a real person, and B, just kind of a check to see where we are. We're at week 5, and we're heading towards the draft of our final essay, and it is a important milestone, and it is really one of the most important, in some ways, communications that we have as instructor to you on how to meet the requirements, or maybe bring up your level of discourse and composition. So I will be looking really closely at the drafts. You'll also get a peer review of them as well, and I look forward to that. Just a few words about the draft. It has basically the same elements, obviously, as in the final essay. You kind of break it down into the introduction and the thesis. There are resources in the course, but the thesis really should be a fairly contained statement. And this is a comparative essay, so we want to know the two things you're comparing and the theme and how you're going to compare them, and that should be really succinct in 1 or 2 sentences. From there, we move on into the actual essay, and we look at how closely you compare and contrast the two novels based on whatever your theme and whatever elements you use to look closely and do that analysis. Obviously, the evidence that you use and the explanation of the evidence that, when we extract from the source itself, that's kind of typical that you'll respond to a scene. If you're writing about Hunger Games and Katniss taking the spot for her sister Prim, you're going to comment on that, but be sure you also comment on the secondary sources that you use as well. Um, and from there, then we look just really at the conclusion, which should, add some perspective, do not bring in new information, but kind of tie things up. And then, of course, the writing and the MLA and citations. I typically don't mark, lots of grammatical errors. This is not necessarily a writing class, but you're English majors, many of you, and this is an upper level class, so there's an expectation of the level of writing that you will use in this course, and particularly going into the finals. So you may see that I will do more line edits, and if you would like, if you are, if it's important to you to have all your errors corrected, or at least to have the major any major errors noted on the inline editing, please leave me a note with your essay, with your draft, and I will do those line editing. If there are few, and I typically won't do that, so I like to concentrate on the bigger picture and try and see what your vision of the two novels. So thank you, everyone, for all the hard work you've done this far. The discussions have been amazing, and I just enjoy seeing the give and take and seeing how much hard work, and really a lot of hard work, goes into those discussions. I see it, and I appreciate it, and I recognize that. And as we've passed the halfway point as we head to the finish. I know some of you are catching up. Just do your best, and if you need help, please feel free to reach out to me, and I will do my best to see what I can do to help you reach your goals. So all the best, enjoy the week, and I look forward to seeing your drafts.